Oh, hang on a second. Are we live? Uh-oh. Hang on 1 second. Oh, hang on a second. I forgot the intro video. Here we go. Hold, please. Let me do this real quick. Hang on 1 second. Hold, please.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine? Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.
And we are live. And my lighting, hang on a second, let's see. I'm bright as hell. That's right, I still look good. It's Friday, everyone, and as we all know, it is officially the 17th anniversary of the Satoshi, the white paper, the Bitcoin, the peer-to-peer money. Guys, oh, okay, we are going to fix my lighting so I don't look like an albino. We at our clubs and at our private key capital and at our resort, we've realized that this is a revolution. And when I say revolution, what I mean is this is a lower societal revolution. This is from one white paper into an economy, because that's all it really takes is one idea. Look at the American idea. We are an example of an idea. And what was it? What was the American Revolution idea over? Private property, freedom, and private property, freedom. That's about it. It's really simple once you realize it's actually like we now have an economic system that will allow us to join freely. And that's the whole key. Because when we look at the money, all right, when we look at, there we go, and if you, hey, could you shut off that one too? Thank you. As he crawls under and shuts off the light. Perfect. Oh, one more, so close. Oh, yellow, blue, that orange, I'm flashing.
It's a rock star.
Yeah.
Power, go off.
This is Friday. Oh, perfect. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Sherpa to the rescue, as always. Okay, yeah, it's this revolution. This is what originally got me so excited, because we've reached the point where now we have the advancement in technology that frees the people. Let's look at Putin. Putin flat out said, the Bitcoin, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Because they know the decentralized nature of it. That means anyone can join the network. And that's the future of the economy. I've been saying this for years, guys. Your network is your net worth. We've reached a point in technology that your friends, your network, they apply to your value, because we've reached a point where word of mouth is the most economically positive way of advertising. And word of mouth is how we've always advertised. If you head out and you grab pizza at wherever, then you tell your friend, oh, dude, that's the best pizza I ever had in my life. You should go down there and check out that pizza. Because a referral from a friend has more weight than just an ad. You know, you can have the most beautiful looking pizza on an ad. Number one, we all know you ain't getting that slice. All right, that slice looks perfect. That's not what you're going to get, usually. Now, that referral from you to a friend, that has credibility value. And that's what all of our services and our products are all about, is reliability and credibility. If you ain't got reliability, what the hell? If you walk outside and your car only cranks up half the time, you can't rely on that car. Reliable transportation. And the credibility is a Chevy or a Ford. Which one's more reliable? Because they're credible, which means you can rely on them and they are a credible product. We've reached a technology point that word of mouth is more easy to exchange. You can, and we've all actually done it. We've all shared a link with a friend. Like, dude, I saw this YouTube and it was amazing. It was an amazing show. So you shoot your friend a link. And they hop on, they go, oh, dude, that was a great show. Thank you for sending me that link. And now we can do that with almost everything. Guys, in the old days when I was younger, if you had a reliable pizza place, guess what? Here's their address. Here's their telephone number. You just have to call them. Now you don't have to call anybody. This revolution is a technological global revolution. So if you look at where we're going and how everything revolves around efficiency and ease of exchange, I can tell you guys now, I wire a lot of money. I don't want to wire money. I hate to wire money. It annoys the living shit right out of me because it's such a hassle. You're dealing with the banks. You got to go inside usually, especially if it's a larger amount and you have to wire it. Good luck. who you sending it to, why you sending it, what's this for, what's that for, it's just a regular basis. When with the cryptos and the Bitcoin, you hop on your phone, you shoot it over, voila, you're done. It's confirmed on the blockchain, which means you have a guaranteed reference of that exchange in the future. It's the never-ending ledger. And the value of that is absolutely incredible. Plus, it is an appreciating asset. That's why I have friends like Grant Cardone and Gary Cardone. They know that in fact, they have said, why would you own property as an asset when you can just hold on to your Bitcoin? Because you don't have the liabilities of the property. You don't have insurance. You don't have, if your roof leaks, you got to get that fixed. Let's look at it this way. Bitcoin's roof never leaks because it doesn't have a roof. This is an asset that you don't have any maintenance on. You, at all. You just hold it and let it appreciate as the economy appreciates with it. Because, and guys and gals, I'm telling you right now, if you've heard Michael Saylor lately, he did an interview yesterday or the day before where he said, I know for sure that there are banks that are buying Bitcoin and countries. Yeah. In fact, yesterday, shout out to our team in El Salvador at the Private Key Capital Credit Union. We executed the first ever credit union on-chain transaction into a credit union ledger ever in the history of the world. This is revolutionary, guys, because this changes how you, quote unquote, how you bank. Because it allows you to actually own your asset, and yet you get yield on your asset, unlike the dollar. Look at the interest rates right now. They're freaking ridiculous. And you're earning interest on a dilapidated dollar. Guys, let me explain something. The federal, some of you may have watched a show or several shows I did a while back. And I explained how every 100 days the U.S. goes $1 trillion more into debt. Every 100 days. Guess where it's at now? 53 days. Every 53 days, we go $1 trillion more into debt. That's a 47% increase in the last year. I'm sorry, 9 months. We're losing value. We are losing our currency. That's the sign. If you have anyone ask you, I don't believe that the dollar is going to die. The dollar is dying because the credibility and the reliability of the federal government is dying. Guys, we're at a point where the federal government is now shut down. And hasn't life been horrible since the federal government shut down? I mean, the world is going to quit going around the sun because the government shut down. No. Those who aren't reliant on the government, they don't care. They don't care if the federal government shuts down. It's the equivalent of you showing up to work and then you hear, oh, the pizza place right down the road is shut down for reconstruction. Okay, I just won't eat there. The federal government is absolutely corrupt. The system is corrupt. Now, are we actually trying to reform it and change it? Absolutely. And I've explained, guys, this is how big this is. A lot of you have heard me say, in the future, Florida will have its own currency. Texas will have its own currency. California will have its own currency. That's absolutely true. Absolutely. Because Florida can look at the new laws that are coming out. Florida can issue a coin, a Florida coin, and hold U.S. treasuries and also Bitcoin in reserves. Because Florida, how they're structured is similar to the federal government. They have a governor, which is a president. They have a Senate. They have a House of Representatives. They got all this stuff. Florida is basically its own country. So is California. So is Texas. So is Mississippi. So is Tennessee. And prior to the Revolution of 1776, we were a confederacy. And the confederacy had many different currencies. That's the world we're going back to. Except this new technological global confederacy has several different layers. We have Germany is part of the new decentralized, well, some parts are decentralized, confederacy. We have France is a member of the new global confederacy. We have Florida, which is a member of the new global confederacy. They'll all have their own currencies. And what is not really completely different, I've explained how Walmart will have its own coin. Amazon will have its own coin. Because this new digital world allows for digital collectives. That's what France is it's a collective. It's a group of people. It's a big group of people. Well, that's what Amazon is. That's what YouTube is. That's what Google is. If you use YouTube, you're a member of YouTube. If you use Amazon, you're a member of the Amazon network. France is a network. Germany is a network. Florida is a network. And all of these networks will be represented. Hang on one second, need a little bit more Red Bull. With their own coin. And remember, this is programmable money. I mean, here, I'll use Florida as an example. Initially, probably, it will be a rewards token that you can earn while you visit Florida or you live here. And they'll airdrop you coins at grocery stores, when you engage in activities in Florida, Florida can reward you with Florida coins. This is a whole completely different system. And then I haven't even actually talked about AI yet. That's a whole nother topic. AI is going to use a lot of different cryptocurrencies. Hey, think about it. Your phone is AI. Do you only have one exchange? No. Robo-taxis will accept cryptos. Do you think they'll only accept one? No. We only use USDT. No. We accept Bitcoin. They're digital taxis. They're driverless taxis. And trust me, Tesla doesn't give a shit if you use your credit card, your Tesla app, you'll be able to load your app up with US Tether or Florida coin or whatever. I mean, Florida will have frequent flyer miles equivalent. You show up in Florida, as soon as you land in Florida, why don't you download the Florida app and we'll airdrop you 100 free tokens using the geolocation on your phone. And that Florida coin will have a value. This is such a completely different incentive structure. See, here's an example. Let's say you have a choice. I want to go on vacation this year. Well, now, what if Florida, during the snowbird season, or no, let's use the slow season. What if Florida offers you $500 in Florida coin to actually take a trip to Florida? But then you find out Alaska is offering $1,000 worth of Alaska coin. Then you look and you see California's offering you $2,000. Remember, guys, they're just printing the coins up. This is where California and Florida are in themselves basically their own Federal Reserve. Now, mind you, they have to manage the issuance of the coin so that it doesn't hyperinflate. But this is where competition comes on. Here's a great example, and this will happen, mark my words. Florida coin will have an exchange rate for actual Bitcoin. Where if you hold some Bitcoin and you want to get some Florida coin, because local shops offer 20% off if you pay in Florida coin. We're moving into a whole different world, guys. At our credit union in El Salvador, you guys you can have an offshore account. And if you don't really think that, you're not paying attention. Every single account you have is an offshore account. Do you know why? Because you can leave America and your account is with you. Our resort in El Salvador, we may offer you a little discount if you pay in Bitcoin. Who knows, maybe our resort and our credit union, maybe we launch a rewards program. Maybe we have a private key coin. And that coin will have an exchange rate with Florida coin. It's called Atomic Swap. You're finally going to be able to, watch for it, it's coming, your American Airlines rewards. You'll be able to exchange those for actual Bitcoin. Because in the future, what has value is you. You have value. Your attention is the value. It's absolutely fundamental that you guys realize where we're going into. This is a revolution. The old world is dying. Did I mention we're going $1 trillion into debt more every 53 days? 53 days. That's an issue, folks. That's an issue. Now, why do you think the Republicans and the Democrats, who never agree on anything, are like, oh yeah, let's digitize the dollar and let's do that, because they know they have to print a shit ton of damn money. And the bonds, when you print, it devalues the bonds. Well, they've leveraged it. Think about this, folks. It's actually pretty genius, since it's called the Genius Act. If you want to issue a American accepted stable coin, you have to buy treasury bonds at 0%. That means the federal government, they pay zero for you to issue these bonds or these coins. There's no interest, unlike the Federal Reserve, which charges interest to the Treasury Department. That goes away. That means the federal government has zero carrying cost on all of these treasury bonds. And that is an injection of capital directly into the market. We just heard Jerome Powell, or as I like to call him, Chairman Powell. He just announced, we're gonna quit quantitative tightening. Anybody remember what he did right after quitting quantitative tightening last time? Quantitative easing. I don't think it was him though, but the Federal Reserve, quantitative easing. That means printer go burr. Now, that's just the Federal Reserve, printer go burr. Tether, printer go burr, except digital burr. So it goes beep, 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 beep. Printer go beep. Because Tether, every time they buy treasuries, they print more tokens. It's exactly what the Federal Reserve does. We just heard recently, JP Morgan, printer go beep. That's what's going to happen. The money creation mechanism is no longer reliant only on the Federal Reserve and the banks. Walmart, printer go beep. That's coming. Amazon, printer go beep. That's coming. We're about to print or digitally print a shit ton of dollars. Now, I've heard a lot of people like, oh, that's going to cause inflation. Folks, as long as you have productivity, you don't have inflation. I told you guys this week, I just put a down payment on a robot that I'll have at our club here in Sarasota, that when everyone leaves, it'll clean, it will wipe everything, it'll mop the floors, it'll do all this kind of work. That's productivity. All right, we are going to have productivity, and in a lot of things, we're going to have deflation. Let me put it this way. In AI, there is something called a token. All right, not like a crypto token. This is I won't go into the AI details, but think of it as an exchange. Think of a token as you asking a question. That would be one token, all right? Just as an example. I think the number is 1 million tokens, electricity-wise, used to cost, I want to say, $100,000. That sounds right. So for 1 million questions, it used to cost about $100,000 worth of processing. Do you know what 1 million tokens right now cost? Remember, it was $100,000 for 1 million tokens, 1 million questions. It is now 50 cents. 50 cents for 1 million tokens in AI terms. And from what I hear, pretty soon 1 million tokens will probably cost you about a penny. We're moving into a a an inflation of money with an equivalent inflation in productivity. When you produce as much as you print, your currency relatively holds value. When you overproduce and under print, you have deflation. When you underproduce and overprint, you have inflation. And we're shifting into a completely different world, guys. And I am not joking. I know this sounds like sci-fi. Within probably 10 years, we will be generating materials out of atoms. I know this sounds crazy, but this is true. Nanotechnology is going to revolutionize everything because it's programmable atoms. That's what nanotechnology is. It's programmable atoms. The next 10 years, especially if you hold the Bitcoin. This is why I tell you guys, this is why wherever I wrote it, you can actually purchase your freedom because we're just at the edge of this revolution. We have climbed this technological mountain and we can see the future. And labor and life and work is going to change change completely. Look at me. I was a truck driver 10 years ago. Now I do YouTubes and I travel around launching cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin clubs and hotels and shit like that. Didn't see that in my future 10 years ago. And this is just the beginning. Let me give you an example. I watched a YouTube video of a lady that talks a lot about AI. She's putting out episodes of her show using AI, and it's her. It looks like her. It sounds like her. It has the exact same gestures and tone and all that. That's one thing I can promise you guys. You'll never see me on here, and it won't be me. I will never use AI to represent me. I don't know, there's just something not genuine about that. Plus, I love my job, so why the hell would I trade what I do with an AI? Makes no sense. But everyone has their way. And her AI puts out great content, great information. Guys, I watched, this is going to blow your mind. I watched a YouTube show this week where they actually built a house in 24 hours using robotics. And this house was almost indestructible. The guy was hitting it with with a sledgehammer and didn't put not a crack in it, not nothing. It really didn't even look like he hit it. They printed a house. I think it was an 1,800 square foot house. They printed it in 24 hours. They had it completely wrapped up in 1 week. 1 week. And they said, listen to this, folks, the full construction of the house using robots and AI, the cost was $40,000. That house, if it was created the old way, $206,000, I think it was. So now a $206,000 build now can cost $40,000. And it's almost indestructible. That's going to be tough on carpenters. That's going to be tough. Not really, well, plumbers, electricians, all that. We're moving into, but don't worry about your job. Don't worry about your job, because you'll adapt as we go. They aren't going to take over today. Like as soon as I hop off here, there aren't going to be 12 robots out at our club saying, hey, Ben, what would you like us to do? No, this isn't going to take over immediately. But what this is going to do is this is actually going to turn everyone into an entrepreneur. Because you, even as an employee, you're an entrepreneur. And I'll tell you why. Because you're providing an individual service to a company. Are you on payroll? Yes, you are. But that doesn't mean you aren't an entrepreneur. You have to show your employer value. You have to execute the work. You have to show up on time. You have to do your job. You have to perform well. You have to produce more value than the company pays you. If you don't, probably ain't going to have that job long. If you aren't producing for the company and making the company more money than they pay you, you ain't got a job long. But have no fear, my friends, because these are tools that you can use. These are tools that everyone can use. I mean, as I roll out these robots to all of our clubs, our resort, all of this, I'm actually going to have fun with it. I'm going to have one robot in each club that works for the members. They can sign up and have 6 hours, or I haven't actually figured out, but you can actually come up, grab the robot, you can take it home with you, and you can play with it. Don't play with it, that's a little perverted, but you see what I'm saying. But you can actually take it, and we'll probably sell robots at our clubs. Absolutely. Where you come in, you see an example, you play with it, you see it work, and you go, yes, I want one. And we at our club will have a referral link that will save you guys money, and also we will get it. This is the future, guys. And as many people, let's remember, it I think it was 1901 or no, what was it, like 1902, something like. There was kind of an auto show in New York. This was early 1900 as the Model T was really rolling out. Everyone's like, this is horrible. No, this is gonna, so many people are gonna lose jobs and all this stuff. Within within 12 years, over half of the people in America had cars, because this is our automobile moment, where you guys are going to swing over to the club and you're going to see the robot, and you're going to be like, wait, whoa, hey, there's Bob or Joe or whatever the hell we name it. Holy smokes, there's that robot. And you'll interact with it. And that will be the first time you ever interact with a robot. Then you'll see one at the grocery store. I showed you guys a video of one of our associates. She was at her gym, and there was a freaking robot walking around with people talking to it. Now, mind you, these early robots are the Model Ts of the robots. They will only improve from here on out. They'll only get better. And with a lot of them, when I say better, it's a software update. Just like your phone. Let's be honest. The iPhone hasn't really improved that much. It hasn't really changed how it looks that much. But the applications have changed. How you use it has changed. I mean, you think about, here's an example, guys. What if you, excuse me, what if you get a robot? Then you make a deal with 6 of your neighbors. Hey, $45 a week, my robot walks down the road, knocks on the door, and it cleans up your house. Or it cuts your grass. Or it does this. Mark my words. There will be companies, I'm probably going to launch one, that you can rent a robot. And it will cost you probably, I don't know, $10 an hour. Have it come over and cut your grass. Have it, whatever. This is coming, guys. This is absolutely coming. And it's not a bad thing. Just like the horse and the buggy was replaced by cars. Just like television replaced radio. And just like radio replaced telegrams. Those will exist. A robot isn't going to do every job in the world, but it's going to do a lot of them, which is going to free you up to do things you want to do. Because a lot of you have hobbies. and you have passions, and there are things you want to get involved with, but you don't think you can make money. This new world we're moving into, you'll have affiliate links. It's going to sound crazy. You will get paid to watch ads. We have that on Brave browser right now. That's a great example of the future. Watch out. YouTube will have a reward token. YouTube will have a stable coin, and they'll pay you in stable coins. Coming soon to a YouTube near you. Amazon rewards. Walmart, Wally coin, rewards. Things are going to change. It's a huge revolution, and you guys are just at the beginning. And that's why I say, you guys, there's only a limited supply of the Bitcoin. And everything is going to actually devalue against it. So, guys, it's Friday, and it's Halloween. Go out and scare the shit out of somebody. This year has been amazing. This year has been crazy. Next year is going to be crazier. The future is bright. You just have to look for the light. Because there's light out there. You just have to find it. And look at things positive. Don't look at change negatively. Look at it as it is what it is. Change is coming. You can lay down on the floor and you can cry and you can piss and moan. The change is still going to come. Or you can look for how you utilize it, how you optimize it, how you engage with it. And enjoy yourself. Life's short. Life is so fucking short. But it's worth it. Okay, everyone, as you guys know, we can get you extra Bitcoin. We have loans. We have home loans. We have no KYC. Yeah. As a member of the club, you want to buy a bunch of Bitcoin? No KYC. One of the benefits of a common law structured organization. Give us a call, 941-413-8080, or send us a text. Very simple question. How can you get me more Bitcoin? And remember, we also offer Ethereum and Solana. And I think Litecoin. Yep. So if you want non-KYC Litecoin or Ethereum or Solana, give us a call. And we can actually get you a loan, and we can get you some Litecoin. We can get you some Ethereum. We can get you some Solana. Because this is the future, guys. It's just, are you moving forward with it? Or are you going to hide from the future and just let it roll over you? Because the future is coming. Are you prepared? That's the key. Everyone, have a great weekend. Like I said, it's Halloween. Everyone go out, have some drinks, enjoy yourself, and scare the shit out of a little kid. They love that stuff. See you guys on Monday. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine? Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.